is a round of 32, Group A. My name is Hawkeye, and with me we have Trigonal from across the pond. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. It's awesome piece of casting some great StarCraft 2 action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good, it's gonna be a good season. I feel we definitely have a very um, diverse lineup with what's the word, race ratios or distribution, pretty even actually. Almost.
Yeah, basically.
Bubba, and we were going to move on to the second match, Foxer versus Snowski, but unfortunately Foxer is running a little late, and so we're actually going to go ahead and move on to the winners match. It's a little unfortunate based on the timing, but we'll see Foxer ready for the losers match here. He should be ready to go for that, but we're going to have Namshar versus Snowski, so that's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss matchup. And first map's going to be Central Protocol. What are your thoughts on this, Trigonal?
Well, this is going to be interesting. This is another one of the maps that was changed. Probably one of the more minor changes, moving the back rocks into the main. They didn't see a whole lot of use, but getting rid of that kind of extra avenue to worry about is something something everybody can enjoy if they're under any kind of real early game pressure. What I really want to see, I really want to see a game on Central Protocol. No, sorry, we're on Central Protocol. Prion Terraces, because I haven't actually casted any new Prion Terraces games with the gold and the natural yet.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
really
the other change. So, definitely very interesting. I think that's a really interesting and bold move from Blizzard to do something like that. It's the first ladder map to actually do that, if I recall.
Yeah, definitely very creative. But yeah, I mean, you can still get the kind of natural and third base as golds, but it's a little more risky. That third base you take is really the kind of fourth, so just a little bit more open. By the way, this is Central Protocol. Ain't no golds on this map except for the two in the middle. Certainly not ones you can take very early on. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, got our blue Zerg player. If he wins this match, he'll secure a spot in the round 16. From Carnegie Sports, Namshar.
And the bottom left-hand corner, it is a Protoss player from Team Red Bloods. It is Snowski. So yeah, Central Protocol, we can see that. Where is the ramp? The ramp totally is eluded. The ramp. Oh, duh. Ramp's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely favors both players in this instance here. They are close by air, which will probably might lead to some sneaky Stargate play, perhaps. But I'm willing to bet that that's not going to be an option, even though it looks tempting.
Yeah, definitely. What was that? No, that is placed right. Just all those decals.
Yeah.
A bit weird. Yeah, Stargate play, like the sneaky variety, is generally not so good against Zerg because Queens deal with it so well most of the time. But Phoenix is still a very good option. Looks like Snovsky is potentially got his eye on a little bit of adept pressure though, with two gateways, one to finish up about as the Cybercore finishes up. It's definitely possible to pump out 2 to 4 adepts and kind of jump around between the middle lines. A prospect that is especially deadly on Central Protocol because there is just so much distance between the NACLA and the main middle line. I mean, that is one of the biggest features of the map. Back rocks previously aside, it's basically just more difficult to take every single base. Oh, they also changed the spawn positions on this map as well, didn't they? That's right.
Yeah, no vertical spawn. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like the natural is a little bit more difficult to take than every other map in the pool. It's got a relatively wide ramp. The choke between the main and the natural is quite big, and the main and natural are just further apart than any map we've seen in quite a while. The third base is quite far from the natural again, and it's quite open. So it's just not particularly a macro-friendly map. Snovsky's moving out with these 2 adepts here, and we do have that sneaky Stargate coming down. So definitely a very aggressive build out from our Rebels player.
Yeah, definitely here. So we're gonna see the adepts. They're actually going around the long way just to avoid any overlords that may or may not be there. I would suspect that he should assume that the first scouting overlord saw that, but kind of changing the path up a little bit might help keep a certain element of surprise, but kind of keep Damshar on his feet.
Yeah, definitely a possibility.
We do see the Oracle coming out from Snowski, so definitely going to have the Oracle follow up as well.
It has been scouted by Namshar as well, so no surprises there. The Oracle will meet with a Spore Crawler in each mineral line. And yeah, that's going to be pretty bad news. Oh, these Lings catch the Adepts. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
oh, and it's
right
just
outside
out
of the
overcharge range. They do manage to escape. One of them does at any rate. And it's going to block that ramp. I think the Lings could slip past, but they'd have to wait for that Photon overcharge to finish up.
Yeah, it looks like there's enough room in there, so...
Maybe not now that Alex just repositioned itself just now, but we'll see. Either way, this Oracle flying in now, and Namshar getting his queen in position, poke, and yeah, that's pretty much all he can do there. The third base, maybe he can kill a queen before that Spore Crawler finishes, but he'd have to head basically straight there, and I don't know. Probably not anymore, but a drone or 2.
Yeah, looks like he's going to grab a couple of drones here before he pokes on out, and well, taking a little bit of damage here, so leaving with 49 health and his shield and his energy starting to regenerate.
Yeah, 4 drones and a second and third Oracle on the way. So I was trying to remember, because there's a lot of European approaches that use really weird builds. There's one that even like he's hit Reddit a couple of times with his I think 3 or 4 Warp Prism Immortal drop build. And he just snipes bases with 4 Warp Prisms and 8 Immortals. Cube, top guy, but definitely a weird playstyle. And Snovsky, I think, had a 6 Oracle build at some point where he'd run around sniping bases with it again. But it looks like it's just 3 for now. Nothing super crazy.
Yeah, we do see a third base going down and a robotics facility to follow up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he uses them. Obviously, he's going to have tons and tons of energy to take out these Zerglings, so they shouldn't be able to do much. But most likely, I'm probably going to see him doing something with stasis wards.
Yeah, definitely, and especially with 3 Oracles having a ton of energy there, I wouldn't be surprised if stasis wards going to be coming to play.
Yeah. Namshar's doing his best effort to try and keep the energy of these Oracles down, though. Running in and then running out, forcing them to spend 25 energy on the activation, and then they don't really get that much time to actually attack. But just going to pop up this ramp, see the Adepts, force a warp in, and just run straight away again.
Yeah, 3 Oracles are going to come. They're going to try to knock out this Queen here, but Spore Crawler is going to go ahead and push them away, and we do see Roaches are starting a couple Roaches here for safety.
Yeah, I think Snovsky actually overestimated how much energy he had on the Oracles. Moved in, but only one of them actually had enough energy to fire. Now they're just being chased away by this Queen.
Yeah.
Now they've got enough energy to fire, and 3 of them are going to make very short work of this Queen. Pop. She goes down. And yeah, God didn't save her.
Yeah. We do see a pack of Adepts are going to start coming, so now we're going to see that normal Adept kind of pressure, mid-game pressure, where just bouncing between the mineral lines with as many Adepts as you can, trying to force the Zerg player to bounce back and try to commit, split his forces up, and we're going to see that they are actually taking a direct engagement, and they should be able to clean up as is right now. Oracle's even coming in to assist, and then the Shades are going to bring them back to the natural. So.
Potential for a lot of damage here. They get straight on top of a couple of Roaches, and they do take some of them out, but they're not really trading too efficiently right now. Adepts do not fight well at all against Roaches. Bear in mind, of course, that an Adept costs a little bit more than a Roach. And this one Roach has just taken out an Adept in a 5v1 engagement. It's actually going to take out 2. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, right? So, not too much getting done. Finally getting a couple drones near the end, but not really worth the Adept pressure.
Yeah, definitely not as much damage as I think Snovsky was hoping to get done there. Now he has to face against Namshar moving across the map. Hydra's on the way behind this. And Snovsky has to consider, okay, I actually don't have that much tech in my army. There's a few Immortals, and Immortals are great now, don't get me wrong. But I'm just not sure it's going to be enough against all these roaches, especially when one gets caught there. Might even lose it.
Yeah, the first Immortal is just right there, so he's going to get sniped pretty quickly. And now these roaches are they're working their way into the natural here.
Yeah, has to be a little careful with those pile and overcharges, but he can run up and down and back these Immortals into a decidedly unsafe place for a while.
Yeah, now we're going to see
Hydra's
the Hydras are going to come in and assist, so that's going to add a good amount of DPS.
Yeah, as well, of course, as the actual anti-air capabilities to take out these oracles before they can lend anything to the fight. And indeed that mothership core.
Yeah, the mothership
potentially
core as well. So we're going to see these roaches and hydras are going to take on this engagement. Snovsky's forces are pretty split up here. The hydras are a little bit out of position, but I think we see 12 probes actually going down already, and Snovsky knows that's it, so GG.
GG, yeah. 12 probes and plenty of army. And yeah, I'd say Namshar looked very, very solid that game, but Snovsky's build was decidedly weird. So I'd like to see them match up. Like, I'm not really sure why he moved up across the map with the Adepts. Certainly not why he fought a bunch of roaches with them, because like I knew roaches were pretty good at Adepts, but I didn't know they were trading cost efficiently 1v5 good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if he'd just been focusing down drones, if he'd split them off into like 2 groups or something and been trading places and doing all sorts of crazy funky stuff, then yeah, maybe he could have actually done a relatively large amount of damage. But as it was, he killed I think 4 roaches and 4 drones. So most decidedly not cost efficient for however many adepts that was. It's been about 10 or 15.
Yeah, the roach armor definitely going in favor of the roach in that engagement. That was actually surprising. I just assumed Adepts kind of shred everything just from the games I've watched.
No, they did not do well against roaches.
Yeah, and that was even before Resonating Glaives.
Yeah, that was the other thing. He had
too.
it on the way, and then Resonating Glaives came in at the end of this fight. I'm just watching this end engagement, and like maybe if Snovsky had had all those adepts with his army just to tank for the Immortals, then yeah, it's possible he can defend that and get a nice secure third base up. Start to get a bit higher in the tech tree, really pump out that Immortal count to terrifying levels. And yeah, maybe he can make something happen there, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, so game number 2 is going to be going on. It's going to be Dusk Tower, so probably the map that we're going to see most often, just because of the way that it's laid out. It's pretty much a standard map now. I don't think I've ever seen a best of 3 series not use it at the top level.
No, yeah, it just has an old shipyard are 2 very, very standard maps, like the standard maps in the pool, really. But yeah, we'll see, just loading in now. Obviously no map changes, nothing funky going on here.